Hi, I'm Milagros, owner of Happiest Kid Finds, and the subject today is innovation in art and art as documentation. And two posters that I want to focus on today are, and the poster announced the exhibition of Picasso's Linocuts from 1958 to 1963, held at the Baltimore Museum of Art. The collection belonged to a company called Computer Applications Incorporated. Although Picasso involved himself in printmaking as early as 1904, he was introduced to linocuts by 1940, but didn't do much else with the method after that. Invented in the 1860s, linoleum prints gained popularity in the mid-1920s by artists like Claude Flight, who taught art at the Grosvenor School of Modern Art. From 1958 to 1965, however, Picasso, at age 77, returned to and redefined the process by introducing his reduction method, masterfully displayed in still life under the lamp, one of, if not the most important work of this process. As in traditional linocuts, you carve the block, you print, using a different block for each color. Picasso's reduction method was to carve and print from the same block again and again till the final image appeared. The technique left no room for error. One wrong cut and the whole thing is ruined. While on display in the British Museum, the process was explained for still life under the lamp. The first colors to be printed were a deep brown and caramel foundation, but this was immediately rejected by the artist. The block was cleaned and then coated with a bright lemony yellow. More material was gouged away, and then red was applied. The process of removing material was repeated, followed by a layer of green and finally black. And the results, an extraordinary play of colors, light and shadow. Flat, joyful zones of color and Mediterranean light. As the museum turned 70 in the year 2000, the Museum of Modern Art split its collection into an ambitious three-part examination: the 1880s to 1920, 1920 to 1960, as represented here in Making Choices, and 1960 and 2000. Making Choices argued that modern art wasn't a smooth story. It was constant, painful decisions, abstraction versus figuration, political versus private, Europe versus America. The exhibition focused on 1920 to 1960, a period MoMA described as social and political turmoil and spirited debate. One of the most powerful images to embody that description is houses and billboards in Atlanta, photographed by Walker Evans in 1936. You start from the top. The photograph is dominated by two wood-framed houses with pitched roofs, both weathered, modest, and a little tired, except for each displaying a uniquely designed oval frame for the house's top-floor balcony, an unexpected detail in the architecture. And then Hollywood glamour and other advertising on a brick wall block the view of the homes. Walker Evans worked for the Resettlement Administration and the Farm Security Administration. He was tasked with documenting Depression-era America, documenting poverty. He wasn't just a reporter, he was a poet of juxtaposition. He doesn't tell you what to feel. He frames what is and then steps back. His photographs embody choice. This photo of Atlanta houses plus Hollywood billboards is a choice. Reality versus fantasy, one over the other. The houses are worn and dilapidated. The billboards promise escape, even if it's brief. I hope you've enjoyed today's presentation. Feel free to stop by. We're open till 8 o'clock, or you can visit online at happiestkidfinds.com. Till then, be well. Have a wonderful day. Bye.